Good morning, Illini. I'm Patrick Catazone.
And I'm Mariah Guzman.
It's Friday, September 18th, our first show of the year.
And it's also my first show as an anchor.
Yeah, congratulations, Mariah. It's awesome to be here with you. Obviously, we're pretty good friends, so getting to anchor with you is it's awesome.
Right, feels good. I feel at home here, so it's nice to be given this opportunity, so I'm excited.
It's awesome. It's going to be a great show. Can't wait. Let's check in with our meteorologist, Anna Dennis, to see what things are looking like right now.
Good morning, Illini. I'm meteorologist Anna Dennis with your weekend forecast. As you can see, I'm on the main quad right now. It's a bit chilly, currently 48 degrees out. The coldest it's been all semester. Thanks to Canada for bringing down that cold air mass. But not much going on, pretty clear. I'll be right back with Friday's forecast.
We have a great show for you today. We hear from Chancellor Jones about the past 2 weeks on campus.
How has COVID-19 affected religion? 2 Mormon missionaries answer that question.
And we get to meet our new studio crew. Good morning, Illini. Now, let's go live to our very own Jose Zepeda at the Follinger Auditorium COVID test site to kick things off.
Thanks, Patrick Connor. Right behind me, thank you, Patrick, Mariah, sorry about that. Right behind me is one of the many testing sites on campus where students can get tested for COVID-19. The university, our unique testing procedure has been the talk of national conversation lately, because the university saw a 2% increase in positivity rating among undergraduate students. The university implemented a soft lockdown in order to curb that positivity rating, and so 2 weeks later, I sat down with Chancellor Jones to see just how well that worked.
I just wanted to see if you can just give a bit of an update regarding the COVID-19 situation on campus.
Well, the COVID-19 situation has improved dramatically since about 14 days ago, but we're not out of the woods yet. We need to be down significantly below 0.2% and stay there consistently in order to kind of have some sense of assurance.
On Monday, there was a small protest on the quad of students calling themselves People Over Profit Champaign-Urbana. They were protesting the fact that we're back on campus. Could we expect perhaps an answer?
We gave every student the option to study remotely. We didn't force anybody to come back to campus. So in some ways, it's very concerning to me, the protest with the optics that somehow or another they're here because we made them come, which is fundamentally not true, and they know that. And we have about 9,500 students that are taking courses remotely, but more than 60% of those decided to come back. Why? Because of the out of classroom opportunity to be on campus, to engage with friends, and the other accoutrements that come with being on a university campus.
Chancellor Jones also mentioned that the university has purchased robots to help process tests faster, and that the SHIELD team is already looking into how it could heat up or completely move testing sites as the winter months approach. In Urbana, I'm Jose Zepeda. Back to you guys.
The Graduate Employees Organization put 1,667 small orange flags on the quad last Thursday. They represent the students on campus who have had or coronavirus between move-in day and September 9th. It is their call to action for the university to create and announce a concrete and transparent plan for campus operations going forward. According to Owen McDonald, a general member of the GEO, the university has not been clear about testing data, community risk, and what would have determined calling for a campus shutdown.
So we'd like to know the metrics that they're using to determine if and when they go online, what the transition would look like what that means for TAs who are what our job duties would be in the result of transitioning to online learning.
The Campus Labor Coalition, which includes the GEO, will be hosting a reverse town hall on Tuesday, September 22nd on Zoom. They are inviting the administration to the meeting in an attempt to open a channel of communication with the university.
With fewer students on campus and those who are in town, more cautions about public spaces, the MTD has seen a dip in ridership. The university partially refunded the student transportation fee in the spring, but there has been no such refund this semester for on-campus students, even though many are not utilizing the service. So far, no drivers or employees have been laid off, though the routes employees run have been reduced. Safe Ride service has been largely unaffected. Nighttime service, overtime, and part-time hours have also been decreased. Despite the lower ridership, the MTD is determined to provide the same service and to ensure that the buses are clean and safe. The company is disinfecting the buses nightly with an industrial-strength cleaner, have crews cleaning high-touch surfaces throughout the day, and are monitoring for people exhibiting COVID-19 symptoms.
The Cranor Center for Performing Arts unveiled a temporary lighting display on September 1st. The display washed the amphitheater in light to stand in solidarity with entertainment and performance workers who have been impacted by the pandemic. Across the country, more than 2,000 venues in 75 cities lit up in red. #WeMadeEvent is a national campaign to raise awareness for those who have lost their jobs or wages. According to We Make Events, 95% of live events scheduled for this year have been canceled, and 96% of live entertainment companies have cut pay or staff. Some other structures that participated were the Navy Pier Ferris Wheel and Soldier Field in Chicago, and even the One World Trade Center in New York City.
When incoming freshmen decided to sign their housing contracts for the fall, nobody had any idea what to expect from this semester. Now, a month into the school year, some of those freshmen are wishing they could change their minds. Tatiana Perry has the full story.
It's the start of a new year. College freshmen are excited to experience their new independence. But with the pandemic, something is missing. And freshmen are missing out on significant social aspects of campus life.
Things about college is, you're with your friends.
Two friends enjoying lunch on the quad doesn't seem like something that should stand out. Freshman Anissa DeGio says it's the best way for her to get away from it all.
You want to hang out, you want to go places, you want that independence.
It has been a strange beginning of the year for DeGio. After a 2-week mandated quarantine, upperclassmen worry that freshmen will not be able to experience the true feeling of being on their own.
To stay inside all day, it's no different than being at home, and it's a different room, but it's you're still pretty confined.
Junior Sierra Reed agrees the freshmen will lose the excitement of being on their own for the first time. The ever-growing number of restrictions placed on undergraduate students has prompted some to go home, even more considering leaving, as they don't feel that they will get the true college experience. Freshman Vanessa Morello expected not only new experience, but hoped for some new friends. Virtual learning limits personal contact, but Morello says there's something else that makes her consider leaving.
There's a lot of restrictions, that kind of is taken away of our college experience, and we would probably feel safer at home than around everyone that we don't really associate with.
The quad already feels like summertime. With many freshmen choosing to go home, it seems more likely to follow. In Urbana, Tatiana Perry, Good Morning Illini.
Big news from the Big Ten this week. Illini football is back. Mariah, I know you and I are both really excited as football fans. It's nice to see Lovie Smith and crew finally hit the field this year.
Yeah, it's been talk since Wednesday, so it's just so exciting to see this come back. And I think, sports are a huge part of, our lives specifically. So it's kind of nice to get just a little bit of normalcy back.
Yeah, the Big Ten will be back October 23rd and 24th. But real quick, Mariah, is Brandon Peters going to win the Heisman this year?
100% Heisman campaign for Brandon Peters starts right now.
All right, that's what we like to hear. Now let's check back in with Anna to see what the weather is looking like today.
Welcome back, Illini. As we go into this afternoon, temperatures will reach into the high 60s, so if you have an in-person class, you might want to bring a jacket along with you. However, it's going to be sunny and clear. You won't have to worry about the rain at all, so it's a good day to go out and sit on the quad. I'll be right back with the rest of this weekend's forecast.
Coming up after the break, we see how Good Morning Illini has changed behind the scenes.
And we have a special preview for this fall season of Illini Sports Night.
We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If doctors, nurses, and grocery store clerks can wear a mask for 10 or 12-hour shifts, you can wear a mask for an hour or less when you go to the store. Do your part. Mask up, America.
The fight goes on. The battle is not yet won. By now, we're tired, asking for a tag in. But now is not the time to let down our guard, because just when you think this opponent seems to be pinned down, it comes back to life and when you least expect it. So keep your guard up, because if your mask comes off, the fight is lost for all.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm dealing with a dilemma that I don't know how to deal with. I have a free golf membership and I'm free this weekend. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but just wondering, I need a teacher.
Well, I'll be sleeping in, but I could probably make it. So, yeah, maybe this weekend.
All right, I'll take it. We'll see. We'll work out the details later. I mean, there's a lot going on around the world, and it's more than, just our lives. Let's check in with Nina Burns at the UI7 News Desk to hear the news you need to know going into your weekend.
Illini, I'm Nina Burns with your UI7 News Desk. Campus COVID cases continue to rise. The University of Illinois is reaching the end of its 2-week lockdown. The lockdown was instated by Chancellor Jones after a spike in COVID cases. Chancellor Jones blamed the spike on student partying as well as students' failure to quarantine after testing positive. The University of Illinois was set to be an example for the reopening of higher education. The university requires undergraduate students to get COVID tested twice a week. Though there has been an increase in positive cases, they say that the outbreak can be contained. Chancellor Jones said that despite the rapid increase, the school managed to catch it while it was happening. The university has officially reached over 2,000 positive cases since July. Over 95% of these cases stem from undergraduates. The campus lockdown is scheduled to conclude tomorrow. This conclusion was made before the 2,000 case update. As of now, the university has not made any drastic updates to their plans. Flu shots are now available for free at McKinley Health Center. Students who have paid the health service fee are eligible to receive the season's flu shot at no charge. Any student who chooses to receive a flu shot vaccine must present a university identification card before being vaccinated. The health center encourages all students to get their flu shot. According to the CDC, it is possible to contract COVID-19 and the flu at the same time. Bid Day looked a little different this year for sororities on U of I campus. The celebration of joining a house went virtual, but for one pair, it was special in its own way. Senior at the university and Danielle, our freshmen, are now sisters in more ways than one. Nicole received a bid from Kappa Kappa Gamma sorority in the fall of 2017. Danielle knew she wanted to follow in her sister's legacy and ended up joining the same house just 3 years later. Nicole decided to surprise her sister with a frozen treat and a visit to her dorm. A FaceTime call was made to their parents back home in Chicago to share the happy news. Nicole says just because Danielle's bid day couldn't be in person doesn't mean it shouldn't be special. Yesterday, a cat went for a crazy journey in Madison, Wisconsin. A couple of U of I students couldn't believe what they saw. They called 911 for animal service immediately. The officer said that the animal service was off hour and they could call during office hour today. So, after they couldn't save the cat, the couple decided to put cat food in the sewer and left. Earlier this morning, the couple went to the sewer again. Fortunately, the cat was still there, running around underground. A little bit scared, but the cat was uninjured. One of the city workers adopted it right away. Its new name is Lucky and has a better home now. That is it this morning. You can follow us at UI7 Live on Twitter and Instagram. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nina. Back in the spring, all of our lives changed as we learned how to adjust to this new normal. For some, the transition was easy. For others, their work took on too many new challenges. How does one whose job is built around meeting people and sharing positivity adapt to social distancing and quarantines? We talked to 2 Mormon missionaries, and here's what they had to say.
The church is quiet now, but on Sunday, these halls are filled with people celebrating their faith through song, sacrament, and community. Things have changed for the Church of Latter-day Saints, but in a time of struggle, their mission is more important than ever.
We have the same struggles, but with COVID it kind of magnifies it.
That's Riley Sherman, a Mormon missionary from Idaho. He's been away from home for 17 months, meeting people and sharing his love for Jesus. But in an age of social distancing, how does making that connection work?
You know, we were wondering the same thing, how that was going to happen, what is it going to look like if we were just going to sit in our apartments, you know, all day long. But over time, you know, we learned ways that we could use Facebook to accomplish the same mission. You know, we were spreading messages of joy and hope during times when people didn't know that there could be hope, if there was any light at the end of the tunnel.
Especially during times like this in COVID, where it's hard to find those happy moments, and they can sit down and they say, well, I've come closer to Jesus Christ, and I've made promises with him, and I've received blessings from him. It's such a wonderful thing to see people receive those blessings and improve their lives through that.
Before COVID, Colby Frowen was on a mission in Lima, Peru. He was only there for 3 months before he was sent back to the U.S. and came to the Champaign area. Overall, he's found building a community online an incredibly powerful tool.
We're talking to more people in the community, have more impact in the community. I think that might be because maybe it's not so intimidating, you know, seeing people in white shirts, white ties, or not white ties, white shirts and ties knocking on your door. That's, you know, something that you don't see every day. But I think maybe talking to people through Facebook, you know, there's so much interaction that we have over that. It maybe becomes a little bit less intimidating. So tapping into maybe that new way to communicate is something that's been benefiting us and something that we'll definitely keep applying throughout the rest of the missions.
And how are they utilizing these new tools?
What we do now is really teach lessons. So we talk to people on Facebook, things like that, make videos, and you know, people will come to us and want to learn more about Jesus Christ, and we'll set up Zoom codes and stuff like that, right, to meet with them.
But at the end of the day, Riley and Colby are just 2 passionate young adults.
We're just normal guys. I mean, we just got out of high school and we played sports. We all played, you know, football or basketball or stuff like that, right? So we're just normal people that just want to share a message about Jesus Christ.
We do it because we love all people and we want to share that love of Jesus Christ with other people as well.
From Urbana, I'm Colin Hardman.
Hi, I'm Elder Fruin.
And I'm Elder Sherman.
Have a good morning, Illini.
Wow, great to see people sharing some positivity during this pandemic. Even closer to us, Good Morning Illini has had to adapt to the changes too, with the new rules from the university about how many people can be in classes and how instruction needs to be done. Things have been a little different for us. Angel Cortez is here to tell us all about it.
Thanks, Patrick. Things are certainly different here in Richmond. The last season show ended online, but now we're back live in the studio. However, there's a couple precautions we have to take before the show even starts. So, here's how we're doing it.
iCard and the new Safer Illinois app is what you might want to have on hand before you enter. Once you're in Richmond, there's a sanitize station right when you walk in. Get some on your hands, and then you're ready to work.
So now we're in our editing lab.
where we get to edit all our packages and whatever it is for the show. However, if you look around, there's only about a couple desktops available, and because the room capacity is only allowed for 7 people.
A mask, iCard, and the new Safer Illinois app is what you might want to have on hand before you enter. Once you're in Richmond, there's a sanitize station right when you walk in. Get some on your hands, and then you're ready to work.
I hope to learn how to conduct myself better on camera, and then also how to edit stories, as well as cover different stories that people are interested in, not just stuff that I might think people are interested in, so just to get a better read of the public.
So now, I'm in the control room, and here, only 5 people are allowed than the usual 100 people that are usually in here every Friday.
Yeah, so we worked with the university and the department, the journalism department, to figure out how many people we could have in each room. We have invested in a fair amount of good new technology.
While GMI might look different for us crew members, it's still going to be the same show that you know and you love on Fridays at 10 a.m. And remember to always have a good morning, Illini.
Difficult thing. Every semester we welcome a new crew into the studio and have the chance to see new talents grow and flourish. Let's meet some of the new faces behind the scenes this fall.
Competition reality show. Well, when I was a kid, I really enjoyed watching The Price is Right.
Did you ever think you would be on that show or want to be on that show?
Not competing, but I wanted to be in the audience.
Right now, I really think it's funny when people do the WAP dance, but they do it in crazy ways, or the dancers who do actual choreography for it. I just think it's so funny.
I am on cow TikTok, which actually is really funny to me. I don't know why. I think because I liked one from Champagne, and now I'm in a spiral, so I guess that's a fun trend.
Yeah, we love
well, I don't really follow TikTok like that, but I'm not sure. I don't follow TikTok like that.
Also, I think that pigeons are just government spies.
Normally I'll stop and take a picture of the pigeon, just to document my experience of seeing that pigeon.
We do feel the squirrels a lot. I've seen a lot of people on campus throwing food. I feel like they'll be all right. They'll find their way.
I'd say favorite are squirrels, obviously, because they're pretty cool. But you get to see them in the weirdest places ever, running around.
I don't know if I should be saying this, but we took a machete and we slaughtered 11 live piglets, and then took out their intestines, and then scraped the mucosa off and studied it.
If you were to remake a movie using scenes from U of I's campus, what movie would that be?
Oh my goodness, that's a great question. Maybe something with the bell tower. I don't know what that could be though. What was that?
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's my final answer. At the South Quad, the bell tower.
Wow, that certainly looks like a good group. Speaking of good, let's touch back in with Anna Dennis to see if the weather this weekend will be too.
Welcome back to Good Morning Illini as we wrap up this weekend's forecast. Again, today, high 68, low 48. Very beautiful and calm day. You won't have to worry about the rain. Looking forward to Saturday, tomorrow, high 71, low 44, so a bit colder during the night, but that's okay. Wrapping up the weekend with Sunday, sunny, high 71, low 46. Your first taste of fall weather. Get out and enjoy the weekend, Illini. I'm meteorologist Anna Dennis with Good Morning Illini. Have a great weekend.
Well, when it's this nice outside, staying cooped up inside can make you a little crazy. To celebrate the fall weather, Good Morning Illini producer Connor Seco is spending some time outside. Let's see what he's up to.
You may be wondering why I'm playing Frisbee by myself. Well, there's a very simple answer to that question.
No. Sorry, no, I'm busy sleeping.
Hey, sorry man, but no, I will not play Frisbee with you.
Even my own girlfriend won't spend time with me. But you know what? That's okay. It's a beautiful day, and I'm gonna spend it outside. Coming out of a campus-wide quarantine, and even in that quarantine, being outside is important. According to the Harvard Health Letter, sunshine elevates people's moods, and physical activity can help cheer you up. Low vitamin D has been connected to higher rates of depression and other mental health disorders. Plus, being cooped up inside is enough to drive you crazy. Being outside with friends is a great, safe way to be social in this current global landscape. So why not find a new place to hang out?
I'm at Meadowbrook Park, just south of the Orchard Downs apartment complex. It is over 80 acres of tall grass prairie, walking trails, organic gardens, and even the largest play structure in Urbana for the kids. Fall may be just around the corner, but we still have plenty of time to appreciate the outdoors right here in our backyard. Oh, and one more thing. It's my grandma's birthday today. So let's hear everybody say, "Happy birthday, Judy." Just listen to it. Listen to all the happy. I'm Connor Seco. Have a good morning, Illini.
Well, happy birthday, Judy. Illini Sports Night is back. College sports may be in flux, but we're here to cover everything. Blake Landa is here to give us some more details. Blake, what can we expect from the show this semester?
It's going to be good. Illini Sports is back, and we have so much other stuff to tell you about coming up this season for Illini Sports Night. We'll be able to interview some former Illini players. We're going to take a look at some coaches, and we're just looking forward to having a really good sports season, especially now that football season is back. Let's take a quick sneak preview of what we have in store for tonight's premiere episode. Coming up tonight on Illini Sports Night, Josh Whitman checks in about the return of Big Ten football.
So if we can stand our student athletes up as an example of how to handle yourselves in a socially responsible, distanced way to help mitigate the spread of the virus, to me, that's a really positive thing.
Then, Illini football player Kendall Smith discusses his experiences at the athlete-led march.
Seeing all the different people, the different, skin colors, the different walks of life, where everyone was from, in one place and, for one purpose, it really meant a lot. I was really touched by that.
And later, Illini gymnastics coach Justin Spring and reporter Lauren Tate discuss cuts to Olympic programs.
They felt that they still needed to make the changes that they did by cutting those programs, looking towards the future. They're looking at swallowing somewhere around $80 to $100 million worth of debt, and how do we get that back?
Tune in tonight at 7 p.m. for the full episode.
I know I'm so excited to be a part of ISN, and Mariah, the other producer on the show too. What is your favorite part about this week's episode?
Honestly, I think just the breaking news about football. I mean, it was something that we didn't expect, and so I love when things are thrown at me last minute when I'm producing a show. It makes it all that more fun, and I'm just really happy that we even get to be able to do this show. So,
yeah, it's tons of fun. I know I love coming in later in the week to re-record some stuff just in case things change, but definitely some good interviews this week too. Who do we have?
So yeah, we have Justin Spring, who talked a lot about seeing other Olympic sports get cut at other Big Ten schools. So it's a little tough to deal with. So we have him. And then we've got some of Josh Whitman, Illinois Athletic Director, talking about football being back. So it's all good stuff. The show is packed, and you're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah, you absolutely won't. That's about all the time we have for the show this week, but don't worry, we'll be right here, same time, same place next Friday.
Be sure to give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and head on over to our new website for more of our content at ui7live.com/WP.
I'm Patch Cazone.
And I'm Mariah Guzman. Have a good morning, Illini.